Can you really stop overthinking in 30 seconds? Let's find out. Did you know that the average person spends 2 hours and 15 minutes every single day just overthinking? Yeah, so that means you're literally spending 10% of your life stuck in thought loops that get you nowhere. But today I'm going to show you how to take that time back. If you're watching this video, then you're probably an overthinker, and don't worry, you're in good hands as an overthinker. Overthinking isn't just annoying, it's an actual mental pattern that can seriously impact your happiness, your productivity, and your relationships. But here's the good news, you can break free from that cycle. Let's talk about what overthinking really looks like. You're an overthinker if you replay conversations in your head for days, analyzing every single word about what you should have said and what you could have said. I know I've done this before. I was sitting in the shower like this. Low-key, I could have said something better. Number 2, you take hours to make simple decisions like what to eat or wear. Number 3, constantly imagining worst case scenarios. I identify with this one. Number 4, feeling paralyzed when facing important choices. And number 5, losing sleep because your mind won't shut off. Not gonna lie, I had one of these moments the other day where I thought about something really embarrassing happened, and I woke up in the night like, oh, just cringing from the thought of the embarrassment. I don't know if that's ever happened to you, but this mental spinning leads to anxiety, being indecisive, and the constant feeling of being stuck. So what are we gonna do about it? So let's get into it. Number 1, replaying conversations. Why is that an issue? It's not always a problem. But what becomes a problem is when the situation is here, and by overthinking, we take it all the way over here. Because this person or this situation might not have moved any further than it did at the original time. But because you're thinking about it, then all of a sudden, you're like, oh, wait a minute. I get what she was really trying to say. Oh, I understand what she was trying to say. When really, those actually weren't that person's intentions. It becomes easier to assume intentions of a person or catastrophize situations. That means making something a catastrophe, making it a crisis when it really isn't. And now that doesn't mean that it's not an agitating situation, but it does mean that we're blowing it out of proportion. The next one is taking hours to try to figure out what you want to wear or eat. Not gonna lie, I low-key did that with this outfit. I kept looking at it like, you can't see the shorts. It's pretty cute. It's like little leather shorts, little brown leather shorts, you know, just a little vibe. But I thought about this outfit last night and I should have had it pulled out. Like I usually have my clothes pulled out. So one way to combat different decisions like that is to have some sort of capsule wardrobe. So you know, like, hey, this is what I like to wear, what I like to put together whenever I want to wear pants. This is what I like to put together when I wear shorts. And it doesn't mean that you have to be super uniform, but it can take some of the stress off of trying to figure out what you want to wear. It makes you feel a little bit more secure because you're not going to have to stress and figure that out. 3, constantly imagining worst case scenarios. This kind of goes with replaying conversations. The more you think about a situation and start saying, oh, what about this? Well, what if this happens? Well, then what about this? You're going to start making yourself have a conundrum. And I'm talking from experience, like literally, what was that? What happened? Oh, one time I was working with a brand, right? And I made the video and everything like that. I sent it to them. Why did they leave me on open for 24 hours? So I started thinking, oh my gosh, they hate the video. I low-key look busted in it. Was I too busted? They said it looked natural. Did it look too natural? I don't know. Next thing you know, the next day they were like, we love the video. Just make sure that you put the caption on it. What the? Oh, so you mean I froked out? I froked out for nothing? I meant to say freaked out, but I'm going to keep that up. I freaked out for nothing. I was concerned. I think I was going to lose my job. Stop thinking in the mindset of scarcity and start thinking about abundance. Because here's the thing, even if I would have lost that gig, first of all, that would have been wrong because I already did the work. But if I did lose that gig, it would have been okay. I would have just found another one. Number 4 is feeling paralyzed when you face big decisions. Do not be afraid to face big decisions because let me tell you this, you are going to face them. I might tell you a joke, but I'll never tell you a lie. You are going to come across something hard. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but at some point you're going to face something hard. And usually, if you're facing something difficult, you're going to be given the opportunity to mold yourself into either something better or something stronger. Now, stronger doesn't always come with the things we want, but it makes you more resilient. And that's okay. I can't guarantee that your circumstances are always going to be positive, but knowing how to take them when they are negative just makes it all the better. Because I guarantee if you tweak out after every minor convenience, I can relate, then you're going to put stress on your body and it's just not worth it. The last one is losing sleep because your mind won't shut off. Like I said before, I have had several embarrassing moments that I wake up in the night and think about, wow, that was extremely embarrassing. That was extremely embarrassing. But it's okay, don't worry about it. It's already in the past. It's something that's already happened. Even though it might have been extremely embarrassing, sometimes it takes just a good laugh because half the time it really is funny. I fell down the stairs at my university. Hold on, I have my backpack on. I'm walking up the Union stairs at my university, and I mean, somebody trips and falls. Okay, guess who's next? It's me. And tell me why I was rolling down the stairs. Oh, we're rolling? And all the books in my bag, they just fell out. I was cardboard cut out. That was extremely embarrassing. And I woke up and thought about it, and I was just thinking like, you know what, honestly, that was funny. And I kind of wonder what that looked like from somebody else's perspective. But if I kept thinking about it like, oh, I'm so embarrassed and somebody's gonna find me, somebody's gonna post me up. Shoot, I don't know. Somebody might have had me posted up. If they do, tag me. Tag me, because I want to see what that looked like from the other perspective. But just know how to laugh at yourself. Don't take things too seriously. I had a friend from LA tell me that you can't be too precious about anything. And right now, if you know anything about it, there are fires going on in LA. And he's at risk of losing his home and losing his business because of those fires. But he taught me not to be too precious about anything. And he meant that through and through. So I'm like, if you can be in such a really a dastardly situation, a real catastrophe, then surely I can do that with minor embarrassments. So how do we fix it? Let's break down 3 different techniques that actually work, all right? They are foolproof. They are overthinker proof, I promise you. First is going to be the mental snapshot technique. So when you catch yourself overthinking, imagine this. Take a photo of your thoughts. Step back and look at them objectively, like you're reviewing someone else's picture. That part is really important. This creates instant distance and a different perspective for you. Second, use the decision timer. Set a strict time limit for decisions based on their importance. Coffee choice, 30 seconds. Career move, 2 weeks max. No exceptions. Whatever it may be for you. It doesn't have to be that. Number 3, reality testing. When you're spiraling about a situation, ask yourself, what evidence do I have that this will actually happen? Usually you're going to find that your fears are based on assumptions, not facts. But here is the game changer. This is the 30-second part that you were looking for. This is a 30-second reset technique that's transformed my life and transformed some of my friends' lives. So here's how it works. The moment you catch yourself overthinking, number 1, stop what you're doing. Number 2, take 3 deep breaths. Number 3, ask yourself this question. Will this matter in 5 years? Number 4, if the answer is no, give yourself 30 seconds to make a decision and move on. Number 5, if yes, schedule a specific 30-minute window later to think it through, all the way through. Why does this work? Because it combines immediacy with your perspective, with a different perspective, forcing your brain to actually have to prioritize what really matters. Remember, overthinking isn't careful planning. It's just wearing a mask of productivity. By using these different techniques, and especially that 30-second reset, because that's real fast, you can break free from the overthinking trap and actually start living instead of just thinking about living. Now, it's your turn. What is one decision that you've been overthinking lately? Share it in the comments below and let's support each other in taking action. And if you found this helpful, like, subscribe, and check out my other videos. And if nobody's told you, I'm proud of you.